Okay. I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use the two cameras because it's going to be just the one trip all the way down here now from the last wee part. So I'm going to press that on. Make sure I'm on. And we'll do the two. We're now at the top of mahons going down. Oh, still on the fin angler's water now. That there was a little bit of Balmafay waters just above us there. And slightly overgrown. But they don't have it this year. And I don't think they took it last year, according to the farmer. He was sort of pretty upset that they didn't take it last year. And we're back on the Fin Angling Club waters again. This camera's give up me. Tell you what I've got to do, I've got to restart it. Says what? Card full. Well, fucking hell. Anyway, we're on this one now. Huh? Now you can get out in the summertime, anytime really, like, you know, get out in them rocks there, because fish come up, lie in them little pools below it before they eventually come up through that centre there. Oh. It's pretty much an adventure on this 100 yards. This is beautiful in the springtime. Young fox cubs coming out of there. Seen them there last year. Of course you have the human signs from local towns further up. And what's left after a flood. Right. We're back out in the clearing again. Hope this is not too jumpy for the video, because it sort of makes me dizzy looking at it myself. The last few have anyway. Still the fin anglers. Streams there. And I have to tell you a story once I get down to the stile here. The story is, and I'm sure if Big Mick Grant is watching this here, he'll confirm it. Big Mick will be in this club this year, coming. Well, he's applied for it anyway. But I would say a man that takes day tickets every year is quite entitled to get into the club. But anyway, Big Mick hooked a 16-pounder there. Him and he was along with Pat McManus. I think they're from Kilkeel, isn't it? Kerrykeel or Kilkeel. Anyway, County Down. And I left the two of them there. Look, you couldn't leave them for 10 minutes. And I walked up to check all their pools to see what way they were fishing, and just to see if I could see anything, do a bit of scouting, so that I could come back down and tell them the story and say, come on ahead lads, follow me. But when I came down, you could see the grin on Big Mick Grant's face, yeah. He had a smile on him from ear to ear. And just down below those rushes there, actually in the centre of it, he called me over and says, "Take a look at that there, Mr. Hunter." He had a 16-pounder. Great waters here, boys. Great waters. You get your line down there, fly or spinner. You'd think I was a sales rep for this club. But I'm genuinely not, because it's just that something I do anyway. I walk the rivers. And goes right down below that tree. But there is the place where you hit her there. Just as the same again, coming up the stream, they seem to lie out in the very centre there. Or a big mix case. Just up there. They say don't scratch your hand if it's itchy. Well, I'm scratching it. Right. Pause again. The continuing story of Hunter's Walk. This is McMahon's. Finn Anglers, as I said. Hello, boys. How you keeping? Hello. These are tame, aren't you? I have no sweets. I know you are curious. That's nice now. Talk later. Oh, you're back. I haven't got much time on this little camera, folks. I've got to go. Okay, we'll move it up to the top of the hill. And that's where you park, up there. Just the first place that I showed you. This guy here showing off in front of me. Wouldn't take Big Mick Grant to be sitting on top of you, boy. Your legs would just go through the ground. Sorry, Mick. You know, you have to get these punchlines in. And that's where I came up from the river. Smell the turf is great. Brings back a lot of memories. So, I broke the camera. Right. And you just park along there. That's mahons now. And that road down there takes you straight down to Welsh, well, Stranraer. And that there down to the Finn Anglers water lower part. Lower section of the upper section, if you know what I mean. That road there is Stranraer, and straight on here is Glenmore. Glenmore's just up the road a bit, and that's where I'm parked. And if you go straight on, as I say, it's Glenties. Or I did say earlier on in the video, and if I haven't said it, I'm saying it now. But anyway, go up there to McKelvey's, and that's where you'd park to cover most areas. It says site for sale. Look at that little house there beside the river. Wouldn't that be grand? Right in the middle of Donegal. I'm just walking up the road now, so giving you another idea where we are. And you can just see the van in the distance now where I've parked on the right hand side. And look at those mountains. Beautiful day here, February the 19th, 2012, and it's a Sunday. Some people like sitting in the house with their feet up, watching TV, film, feet in front of a fire. This is how you get the gills red and a bit of fresh air around the cheeks. Coming into the springtime, beautiful time of the year. After a long old winter. And we got off light enough with the snow. In fact, we got very little, apart from the mountains. Maybe they got a few skiffs. But nothing compared to the rest of the UK and Ireland. In fact, I think Ireland as a whole got off lightly. There you are, you can actually bring the wife with you too. Get her to get her hair done while you're down fishing. It's a long old walk. The van seems to be further away. And here we are again, back to McKelvey's. And the little gate where you're going through. Use that there as a base camp there and work up the water and down the water. And we're back to the van, thank God. Right, we're back on the road again, and I'll show you where Glenmore is. Now, as I say, these Finn Anglers still have waters down there. We're heading up, still heading upstream. Just use that place where I was parked there as sort of more or less like a marker or a base camp or an area you can park. But the fin anglers have waters down there also, so it's just worth having a little. You can't really see it from here, but just down over that hill. In fact, it goes over there to the up to about this tree, I think. There's a little lane on the left hand side, takes you right down to it. I've fished from there, parked there before. Yeah, there's a little sign in that field down there saying fin anglers. So anyway, that'll be a little bit of exploring for you to do. That's right. Now there's a school up here, and see this house, just you can see the top of there, that's Glenmore. If you ever wanted to sort of get a day ticket from them, they're regularly good gentlemen, they're gentlemen, like Sims and Chris. That's where the guys played in the Simply Red band, you know, and that's why they're up here now looking for Simply Red fish. Only joking, man, joking. But that's the house in there. That's where you get the tickets. I don't know, I think it's something roughly about 300 for the year for membership. That's the little school there, the rock there. Welchtown. Right, you'll know exactly where you are here now and where to go, because you can either take the left road or go straight on that wee Y junction and come back on yourself. Really, it's up to yourself. But that's Glenmore Bridge there in front of us. Just watch out for traffic here. And now you're on the main road now to Balbafay from Glendies. There you are, also painless and easy. This is the fin here again. It's the top Glenmore. See up there? See below them rocks or above that gravel? There's a little shot there, boys. I'll tell you what. I've had a lot of springfish out of there with the blue and silver minnow. Long before the flying seas. But anyway, there you are. This is where I'm cutting off now, and that's all you really need to know.